We approve. Approve, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Mr. Junkin, you're up first today. Oh, okay, Virgil.
We'll give him a break.
All righty.
All right.
He worked too hard.
Alright. So this one's 3259 18th Street. This has got 33 housing code violations. We have notified the owner. He knows about this hearing. He's aware of it. He's aware that if we tear it down, cost is going back to him. We don't expect him to be here tonight. He's not going to contest the condemnation.
And this is in my district too, right?
Yes, it's in District 1.
Yeah.
He said he's not.
He's not gonna contest it.
He's not supposed to be here, but we found out last week that that's not always the case.
What's that address again?
3259.
Yeah, 3259 18th Street.
Wow.
If you drive down there, and if you come from one direction, you can't even see the house. If you come the other way, you can.
I really appreciate how you all are making a conscious effort to remove these blighted areas.
Now this one will be, there is some, and I will let y'all know tonight, but there is some, accessory buildings hid back in them woods too that'll be gone as well.
Is this house close to any other houses?
Oh yeah, there's one right beside it.
And is it just as bad as this house?
No, it's, the one right beside it just got remodeled not too long ago, has some tenants in it. Some of the other houses on that street have just been recently remodeled. Got a couple more on that street that need some work, but it's cleaning up pretty good.
Thank you.
Is this it?
That's it. That's
Is
all
it?
we got tonight.
Any further questions? Okay, thank you, Virgil.
All right.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you all.
Mr. Pons.
I won't kick you.
Levi better today?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yep. All right, we have one public hearing for you guys tonight. This is a rezoning of 0.6 acres located at 1710 25th Avenue from MG to BN. This is for Eat My Beets. Located somewhat close to the Drish House, Catfish Heaven, that area over there, backing up to 69, the bridge. This is a subject property today, in Old Church. They are proposing to renovate the existing building and turn it into kind of a restaurant, a listening room, as
wow.
Mr. Fail is very familiar with. It does conform to framework, which
listening
identifies as
That's what I was asking.
Sorry.
He explained that in depth a few months
Yeah,
ago.
no, he asked that at the, so they had been through for another piece of property that they currently operate out of and wanted to do this concept, but it didn't work out of that property. And so that was when they brought forward the listening room concept.
Reason I asked, I was listening to the report this morning, Aaron Rodgers, my Green Bay Packers quarterback, he's staying in a dark room for the weekend, so it's nothing but darkness, so he can decide his future.
Wow.
Best of
And,
luck to him.
yeah, so he's in a dark room. Better than being in a dark place,
Yeah. Well, all right.
okay?
Yeah, and so it conforms to framework. We do have one, I believe, Mr. Tyner, you're asking for this to be on suspended rules for the Harper Lee Road.
Harper Lee Road.
Harper Lee Drive. Do you want me to go through that, or it's really just setting the public hearing date for March 21st?
Yeah, just setting the date, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay. But do y'all have any questions about the Eat My Beets proposal? All right.
Thank you. James, Mr. Foy, you here? There you are.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, we brought this to Properties Committee 2 weeks ago. It was just a cart path at Legacy Point. It's going to be 7 foot wide, approximately 85 foot of it's on the city, just a loop. I don't have any problems with it. It's probably going to stop erosion from what they've already poured concrete on their property, so it's probably a good thing. But below the green line on the loop there is what's on the city. It's just expanding part of their public area.
Part of their who?
Legacy Point Homeowners Association.
Is the public able to walk down there to it? or
No,
just
sir, it's
from
private.
above?
This is a private,
Private, whole thing's private.
right.
I just texted. He told me, I was just wondering, have you talked to Mr. Crow
I have not.
about this? Cause we spoke this morning and he told me that, we were at a ribbon cutting with myself and the mayor. And he told me that he said, I'll see you at 1:30.
He's been
So,
here. He's
has he?
trying a meeting with somebody.
Okay. Okay. I don't know where he is. Thank you, James. Tony, you're up, sir.
Good evening, good afternoon, Council and Mayor.
Good afternoon.
We have 5 applicants tonight. The first one is for Sugar Tea's Billiard, located at, 6,000 McFarland Boulevard East. They're applying for retail beer owner off premises, retail table wine owner off premises. They're in that shopping strip right there on the far end of that shopping strip.
Where is that, Tony?
This is right beside Super Skate and between Upsurge.
Oh. Yeah, there's been.
And it used to be a billiard.
Forever, yeah.
Yes,
Where
sir.
is Shindig at?
Shindig is on
Side of-
On the other side.
the other side of the skating.
Okay, so Upsurge is on this end of the parking lot.
Yes, ma'am.
That's yours, yeah.
This is just, yeah.
All right, and they're applying for retail beer owner off premises and retail table wine owner off premises. All right, the next 4 are special event retails less than 7 days. The first one's by Party Down LLC for DCH 100th Anniversary Music Festival located at 180 Greensboro Avenue. The second applicant is for Downtown Entertainment LLC at Kappa Kappa Gamma, 2301 Joe Malisham Parkway. Downtown Entertainment again has another one for Phi Beta Pi Farm Party at 2301 Joe Malisham Parkway. And the last one is for
I bet of what party?
Phi Beta Pi. The last one is the Kappa Alpha Parents Weekend located at 416 University Boulevard.
The DCH, they are advertising the heck out of that.
Yes, sir.
It's everywhere and it's a free event, I'm told.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Mr. Mills? Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Portia, would you like to address us now about the app?
I can, certainly.
Is this,
Okay.
is this the time? Okay, yes.
Is it? Okay, I've got handouts, I'll make it quick. You up? Yes. Okay.
Mayor, was this what you were gonna do?
No, this is definitely she's Portia. She's worked extremely hard on it. She's doing a fantastic. That's the whole meeting, I guess.
No, where were you? You worried me.
I lost track of time.
Yes, but I promise you, okay, you got one.
Mr. Phil, it'll be worth it.
We'll be,
It'll
okay.
be worth it.
You say something.
You tell her I said, what's the matter, we go into the kids too.
I got 3 of them. Kid got one.
Okay, so I'm gonna address the handout you have last, but the first order of business is that we are going to have the new software and the new app for 311 that is gonna be launched on March the 1st. March 1st, so next Wednesday. The old app is going to go away, so as of March 1st, that will not be available anymore. It'll be the new and improved 311 app, so we're very excited about that. We want everybody to download it, use it. Let us know if you have any questions. Second order of business is what your handout is. This year, 311 is going to the AGCCP conference in Nashville, Tennessee. That's going to be April 3rd through the 6th. And AGCCP is the Association of Government Contact Center Professionals. So we are going this year, myself and LaToya Harris, who is our senior call taker. And we're very excited to represent the city, but we are also even more excited that 311 has been nominated for the Award of Distinction for the AGCCP. That award is given to a contact center or organization that exemplifies exceptional customer service. So we are very excited to represent the city, and we'll let you know how it goes. Thank you.
Y'all have already won. Y'all have already won.
Well, yeah, thank you. Hopefully, we'll see.
I want to say, I just recommend, if you don't have that app, of course, like I say, I've learned how to use the old one,
Right,
and maybe I can figure this one out.
you
But
can.
The app is wonderful. I don't know whose idea it was, but the app is wonderful.
Thank you.
Are we going from 94 different selection alternatives?
66 categories down to 19, so it's a lot more user-friendly. No more scrolling to try to find what you need. It should be fairly simple now.
I need some.
Yeah, simple's good, right? Any other questions?
I like simple so much that like when I'm checking on something that I've already reported, I just call you guys in and be like, hey,
Yes,
it's ready,
you
we
do.
go.
Yes, you do.
So thank y'all for like being so patient with me.
Oh, no problem. We love it. We love hearing from
I
everyone.
really like that I get results back. I mean, you know, I find out it's ongoing, and then we finished, and this is the deal.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna ask. So like through the app, you can see yourself where it is in the process of
Well,
being taken care of.
if you provide your email address, you'll be emailed updates for that service request.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're gonna really encourage that this go round, because we ask for it now, but we don't really push it like we plan on doing with the new app, because we feel like that's a good way to loop the citizens in and keep them up to date with what we're doing, because a lot of times, we're all customers, we've all been customers with different agencies, and a lot of times you handle something or you think it's handled and you wonder, now what's going on with it? Like, what are they
We
doing?
just wanna hear y'all friendly voice. We just be like, hey, let's.
Well,
wait,
yes,
let's come
and
out.
that's a good thing too, because the app, of course, will probably appeal to like the younger, people who don't really like the phone as much, but I like to call and I like to talk to people. So the app and our customer service center will kind of handle both of those, best of both worlds.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Portia.
You made me down.
Wait till the first.
I'll pass.
You gonna pass? Is that right?
I give my time to the gentleman from the city attorney's office.
Okay, well, before we yield to Mr. Holmes, Summer. And you got someone that I just met.
do.
Everybody
So-
needs to meet this man.
Yes, wanted to give you an update on our new Director of Facilities Maintenance. This is Craig, not Craig, that's Landscape Management, sorry, that's Chris. Chris Meggs, he's our Director of Facilities Maintenance. He's been here almost 14 years in various roles. Started out with a bang already, literally with the car that hit the fire station. So training on the job quickly. So I'm really excited to have him here, and he's going to help us get to where we're trying to get to. So just wanted to introduce you.
Thank y'all for the opportunity. I'm excited. We'll keep making going forward and making good decisions and positive impact in North Florida.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Chris, tell them what you were doing before you were promoted to this position.
I was in human resources as a CDL training coordinator. Prior to that, I was the wastewater collection systems manager. Before that, I was a supervisor at the airport. And before that, I did 8 years with TDOT on a right-of-way crew.
Go ahead on.
He's ready to be mayor.
And frankly, I need them to hurry up.
We're
Thank y'all.
excited. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. Welcome in your new position.
Congratulations.
Randy.
All right, so, got some fun stuff for you guys today. As you all know, ALM is coming up. It is in May from the 10th through the 13th. So what I'm here with you guys about today is that the league has requested that we send one voting delegate to be a part of and or vote in their annual business meeting. That'll be the 12th at 3 p.m. during ALM. So while everyone else is having fun with all the vendors and stuff, whoever our voting delegate is will be responsible for voting and whatever business happens during the meeting and representing the city during that meeting. So last year, Councilor Wilson was our voting delegate, Ms. Howard was our first alternate, and Councilor Lanier was our second alternate. So completely up to you guys. Any ideas?
It's in Birmingham.
It is in Birmingham at the
Birmingham.
BJCC.
See, anybody?
Don't all jump at once, you
I
guys.
believe in diversity, so I feel like we should probably let some.
I agree, yes.
That's right. I agree.
I'm gonna be speechless.
I'm not going for it.
I'm
So
yield
it's-
for it, too.
I'll yield to my other Caucasian colleagues.
What are the dates on that?
So the actual entire conference is the 10th through the 13th, but the business meeting is gonna be the 12th at 3 p.m.
Of what, March?
of May.
Of May. I cannot go, because we're leaving, I think, the next day for a trip.
Lee?
You know, we don't have
Senior trip
to,
with
we don't
Mary.
have to decide today.
No, you guys have time.
Good advice.
I'll check in next week to see if you guys have talked.
So it's down to the two crackers over here.
Mr. Bill, it sounds like
It's
it's gonna
down to
be
the
you.
two crackers right here.
It looks like it's gonna be Mr. Fail.
I traced my genealogy back to Ethiopia.
All right, before we get in any more trouble in here, I think I'll read the agenda for you.
Okay, if I offended anybody, I'm sorry. But Cassie started it.
That's pretty good.
Good afternoon, council.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
We have gone through most of the agenda. I will join you right here at the bottom of page 2, where on page 22, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute a memorandum of understanding between the city of Tuscaloosa and Hubbard Investment Properties. On page 23, you'll be rejecting all bids for grounds maintenance. That comes from purchasing through our code enforcement property. On page 24, you'll be authorizing a minor public works contract with Zappa Waterfalls and Hardscape. That is a total of $5,700 and came from projects last week. On page 25, you'll be authorizing a minor public works contract with Nichols Construction and Home Repair LLC. That is a total of $6,436 that came from projects last week. On page 26, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute software as a service agreement with Site Improve Inc. That's a total for year 1 of $10,107.73. For year 2, $10,107.73. Year 2, $10,410.96. And year 3, $10,723.29. That comes from projects last week. On page 27, you'll be authorizing the purchase of equipment from Gray Bar. That is a total of $82,179.80. On page 28, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute a trade agreement with Crimson Carpets and Flooring Incorporated. That came from projects last week. On page 29, you'll be authorizing an amphitheater sponsorship contract with Lance Hocutt Financial Group. That comes from our friends at A&E. On page 30, you'll be authorizing an amphitheater sponsor contract with Adams Beverages, Inc. Again, that comes from our friends in A&E. On page 31, you'll be authorizing an amphitheater sponsorship contract with ProClean. Again, that comes from A&E. On page 32, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute a cooperative agreement related to the Alabama Department of Environmental Management and for a West Alabama recycling program for FY 2024. That came from projects last week. On page 33, you'll be authorizing the mayor to execute a grant application for the 2024 West Alabama Recycling Program ADM Fund Grant. That came from projects last week. On page 34, you'll be authorizing amendment number 2 for fiscal year 2023 Water and Sewer Reserve for Future Improvements Fund budget. That came from Finance Committee last week. On page 35 through 37, you will be authorizing the Office of Community and Neighborhood Services to make budget amendments to 2017, 18, and 22 annual action plans and to advertise those amendments to the city's 5-year 2015 to 2019 and 2020 through 2024 consolidated plans. This will be doubled up and is on CD committee this afternoon.
On page 38, you'll be authorizing the Office of Community and Neighborhood Services to advertise the home ARP allocation plan as a substantial amendment to the 2021 action plan for 15-day citizens comment, and that is doubled up and will be on CD committee this afternoon. And finally, on page 39, you'll be authorizing the renewal and payment of premium for a certain insurance coverage. This is a premium not to exceed $1,405,570, and will be discussed today in Finance Committee. We do have one item for executive session this afternoon. Are there any questions for me?
Scott, on page 22, what is the MOU about?
You were briefed on, you weren't here last week, Mr. Busby. The rest of the council was briefed in executive session on that. I can get you up to speed in between meetings today if you'd like.
I would.
Any other questions for Rich?
Questions for Scott? Thank you. Projects 230, Finance 315, Admin at 4, Community Development 5, Council meeting, of course, at 6. Tomorrow we have Airport Advisory Committee at the Tuscaloosa Tourism Building. Legislative breakfast will be this Friday, 8 a.m. At the Mercedes Club. And ZBA will meet Monday at 5. Any questions about legislative breakfast or anything like that?
Who all will be there?
Have we gotten in, have they responded yet? Who's coming, Mayor?
There are 2 or 3, the last time I checked, who we haven't received RSVPs for.
Mr. Lamb can't come. He's got to be in Montgomery that day.
Okay. But we should, I think we have 10 people on our delegation. I think we have 6 that are confirmed.
That's good. It's not,
You know how it goes.
yeah,
We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see.
yeah.
But we'll be ready. Our main focus will be RSA discussing, because that's going to be our main focus in the legislature.
Right? And so that will be at the Mercedes Club. Okay. All right, is there a motion that we go into, anybody in the room have any announcements they'd like to make? Chief, you have anything you'd like to say about it?
I was gonna wait,
Okay.
but I can go do it now. Want to let everybody introduce, I know Summer introduced our new staff member. This person is not a new staff member. They actually hired the department in 1998 when I was a freshman in high school. I don't say he's old because that led me in HR, but he is well seasoned. Our former major, Heath Clark, is now gonna be Assistant Chief Heath Clark, effective Friday.
Yeah, that's great.
We're excited to have him as the administrator.
I'm excited too. I said you hit a home run. Heath, you've done an incredible job with the city for over about 25 years. Yeah.
Somebody else I can get Will acquainted with.
Yes. Is that guy next to you still gonna be assistant chief?
Yeah, he is. He's well dressed today.
I tell you one thing, I bet you wish my phone number would get out of your phone. I call Steve a lot. I appreciate both of you and all of you. I can be blocked, yeah. Steve, don't block me. Okay, is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Have motion second, Mr. Holmes?
Yes, sir. As your city attorney and an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Alabama, I can certify that this executive session is to discuss with your attorney the legal ramifications of and legal options for pending litigation, controversies not yet being litigated, but imminently likely to be litigated or imminently likely to be litigated if the governmental body pursues a proposed course of action.
Okay, all right, we have motion second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay,